Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Lieutenant William R.C.
Class, front, face. Class, half light, face. And salute.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Class, ready, two. Class, forward, face.
Thank you, Lieutenant R.C. Please remain standing while FDNY Chaplain Father Fred Pellegrini delivers the invocation.
Class, on cover.
Yeah, it's hot. Thank God it's cooler in here, but it's still hot out there. And fire is hot. And you're going to go into fire. And you're going to get used to all kinds of hot. But that's okay. You know better than many people how to deal with it, work in it, get people out of it, and put it out. There's still more for you to learn, but the hot will heighten your senses and instincts in serving people. You will grow because it's hot. We call on you this morning, Lord, the one who in your wisdom guided these new probies to this work and to this day. You help them get through the academy, and you show them that this work is worth doing, worth spending their lives on. They want this. So, Lord, please look at them with your loving heart and see their generous hearts. Let their minds remember their training. Let their bodies have the strength to lift people and equipment in other people's hearts. Let them show the people they serve that, like you, they will walk into people's hardest times and work to give them hope. We invoke your name over those who trained them and family and friends who encouraged and supported them. They have all helped them to this moment, the 100-degree day of their graduation. They are now our newest first responders in the fire department of the city of New York, and they are showing us today that they can take the heat. May God bless our city. May God bless our country as we celebrate the 250th anniversary of our establishment. May God bless the FDNY. And may God bless our new probies and all who join in their celebration. Amen.
Class, recover.
Thank you very much, Father Pellegrini. Please retire the colors. Thank you. Will everyone please be seated?
Class, take seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the monitors in front of you for a brief video presentation.
For 18 weeks, our probationary firefighters give everything they have. Physically, academically, and mentally, in pursuit of becoming one of New York's bravest. And for 18 weeks, it's their families, their friends, their loved ones. Nobody does it alone. And for that, we'd like to say, thank you.
Thank you! 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 Thank you!
The City of New York, the Fire Department, and Class 1 of 2026 thanks you.
Excellent. Good morning. No. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Listen, I see a lot of smiling faces out there, and we're here to celebrate your loved ones and welcome them to our FDNY family. So we're going to get the energy and the volume up a lot more. Once again, good morning. Much better. There you go. We're here to have fun. Let's have some fun. Once again, I'd like to welcome you all here today for the Probationary Firefighter Graduating Class 1 of 2026 ceremony. There we go. Much better. I want to take a moment to introduce the members of our dais. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until the end while I say each distinguished member's name. Fire Commissioner Lillian Bonsignor. First Deputy Commissioner Daniel Flynn. Chief of the Department, John Esposito. Chief of Staff, Fabricio Caro. Chief of Fire Operations, Kevin Woods. Chief of Fire Prevention, Thomas Correo. Assistant Chief of Operations, John Scirocco. Chief of Training, Mike Myers. Chief of Special Operations, Malcolm Moore. Brooklyn Borough Commander, Joseph Duggan Jr. Staten Island Borough Commander, David Sims. Queens Borough Commander, Joseph Shirali. Assistant Chief EMS Operations, Kathleen Newth. Chief of the Fire Academy, Timothy Keenan. Chief of Safety, James Canty. Deputy Assistant Chief, John Corcoran. Deputy Assistant Chief, City North Operations, Stacy Scanlon. Chief of Probationary Firefighter School, Ryan Brito. Associate Commissioner, Nafisa Noonan. Executive Director, FDNY Foundation, Gene O'Shea. UFOA President, James Brosey. Queens Trustee, Uniformed Firefighters Association, Dennis Trevetta. FDNY Chaplain, Father Fred Pellegrini. Once again, good morning, Fire Commissioner, Chief of Department, FDNY Chiefs, Executive Staff, other distinguished members of the dais, union officials, family, and friends. Welcome to all. We will begin by recognizing the veterans in the class. Please stand when you hear your name. Angel Diaz, U.S. Army. George Van Rossum, U.S. Army. Elvez Belen, U.S. Army National Guard. Rex Kamabis Aka, U.S. Army National Guard. Michael Maniscalco, U.S. Army National Guard. Christian Munoz, U.S. Army National Guard. Robert Wire, U.S. Army Reserve. Ryan Guerrera, U.S. Coast Guard. Richard Medina, U.S. Marines. Kenneth Surratt, U.S. Marines. Your dedication and sacrifice make the freedoms we enjoy possible. We are deeply grateful and thank you for protecting our country. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, our Fire Commissioner, Lillian Bonsignor.
Good morning, everyone. You are my kind of people. So, tough day today where AHC has decided to go someplace else. That's okay because we are FDNY and we do tough things for a living. So, here we go again. Good morning and thank you all for being here. And welcome, Probies, and a special welcome to our families. I know what it's like to sit where you are, to feel that mix of immense pride and quiet anxiety. You are the foundation of this department. You provide the strength that allows them to do the impossible. You have loved them into this uniform. You have supported them through long hours of grueling training. Today, we don't just graduate a class. We grow a family. New York City owes you a debt of gratitude for the sacrifice that you continue to give today. We're so happy to have your family and your friends with us today. Folks who have gathered here to celebrate a truly remarkable day in your lives. We know today is not possible without your love and support. Thank you to the Christian Cultural Center for hosting us, and thank you to the DIs and instructors from the Fire Academy for all the time and guidance that helped get us here to graduation. Today is your day too. For the last 18 weeks, you have been working harder than you've ever worked before. Physically, mentally, emotionally, pushing yourselves to the limit. Working to be the best you can be. Working hard to keep going. Building the foundation that will carry you for what I hope is a long and decorated career in the FDNY. For the last 18 weeks, you've made sacrifices. You've worked long hours, missed family functions, and nights out with your friends. All because of your deep desire to get to today, to graduate, and to serve in a career that will challenge and reward you at every turn. Many of you arrived here already as members of the FDNY family, coming to us from EMS. You have already seen the tenacity it takes to be needed at any time, in any neighborhood, in any circumstance. You understand the weight and the responsibility of being there for people in their darkest hours, and the empathy and professionalism required to perform this work. The work of a firefighter will continue to challenge you in ways big and small. And I know you will rely on the training you've received at the Academy to get this job done. You're at a pinnacle moment in your lives and in your careers. You're about to begin something phenomenal, something that will surely change you. But none of this is possible without taking a moment to reflect on the many who came before you. This year marks 25 years since September 11th claimed the lives of 343 members of the FDNY. You visited the 9/11 Museum Memorial, and time again, you've heard the stories of heroism and dedication of the members that day. Some of you are lived proof of those stories, like probationary firefighter Joseph Downey, whose grandfather, Ray Downey, was the Chief of Special Operations Command, killed on 9/11. 25 years after his death, the circle of service continues. Like your father and your uncles before you, you are now part of a legacy of greatness that continues to define the FDNY, and we congratulate you. As the last class of graduating firefighters that passed through the Academy before the anniversary, your responsibility is great, if not greater than the many lives lost that day. You carry with you the past and the future. With that in mind, we're asking you to protect yourselves, to protect each other, to protect our department, and to protect the legacy left behind. It is incumbent upon you to continue telling the stories and making good on the promise to never forget. Fast forward a few decades, when I hope you're all here at the end of your time with the FDNY and you remember this moment and all the blood, sweat, and a lot of sweat and tears that it took to get here. Know that what rings true on your first day will ring true on your last. You are part of the world's best fire department. You join a workforce of dedicated heroes, and now you are one of them. Be smart, work hard, work together. Take care of each other and wear that patch of the FDNY with reverence and respect it deserves. We are watching, and we are so very proud of you. Congratulations, and stay safe.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Bonsignor. Please welcome our next speaker, Chief of Department, John M. Esposito.
Thank you. Good morning, Probies.
Good morning, sir.
I love that. I'd like to take a moment and thank and congratulate Captain Andrew Brown. This will be his last Probie class that he's the MC for. He'll be retiring soon. He's done it for a few years, and he's done an outstanding job. So thank you, Captain. As you know, the city just completed the budget for the next year, and we forgot to include the air conditioning for the ceremony. So, all right. Good morning, Probies. Today marks an important milestone. You have completed months of demanding training at the Training Academy. You have been tested physically and mentally, and you have learned the foundations of this job. You have what I consider the greatest job in the world. You are now New York City firefighters. Congratulations. The world-class instructors and staff at the Rock have prepared you with the foundation you need to succeed. But today is not the end of your training. It is merely the beginning. To succeed, you must continue to read, to learn, and to grow. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning." He said that nearly 250 years ago, and it is still relevant today. As the world changes and as this department continues to evolve, we need members at every level who can recognize change, learn from it, and adapt. I know many of you come to us with different experiences. Some of you carry on the legacy of family members who have made the supreme sacrifice, including probationary firefighter Robert Palmer, nephew of Battalion Chief Oriole Palmer, and probationary firefighter Joseph Downey, grandson of Deputy Chief Raymond Downey, both of whom were killed on September 11th. Both were outstanding fire chiefs that I knew and that I had the honor to work for. Some of you were promoted from FDNY EMS. Some served as dispatchers or fire prevention inspectors, and some served in the military. That experience from all walks of life, from those who knew this job intimately to those who are just beginning to learn it, that is what makes this department so strong. But no matter how you arrived here, today you will all begin with the same mission: to protect life and property in the city of New York and to uphold the proud traditions of the FDNY. When you report to your firehouses and start work, listen to your officers, learn from your senior members, ask questions, take pride in the small details, and remember that every tour is an opportunity to become better at this job. You are now an important part of this job, and you must realize what that means. What you do on the fire ground matters. The safety of every firefighter on the fire ground is dependent on other firefighters knowing and completing their assignment. You must know your job. Congratulations to you and your families. Enjoy today, get some rest tomorrow, and get ready for the rest of your careers. We are proud of you. We look forward to seeing all that you will contribute to this department. Thank you, and stay safe.
Thank you, Chief Esposito. It's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker. Okay. As per order of the Chief of the Department, Probies, remove your jackets. You see one, you see all. It is my
Take your seats.
Let me jump in there. All right. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Chief of Fire Operations, Kevin Woods.
Good morning, Probies. Good morning, sir. And welcome, everyone. Congratulations to all of our Probies today. And, of course, congratulations to your families as well. Welcome to the greatest job on earth. You can clap. Absolutely. Please don't forget to thank your family and those that helped you get here today. Probie School is a long journey and requires a great deal of support. We also want to thank our DIs, our chiefs, and instructors from the Fire Academy. They pushed you, and they prepared you for the field, and you are ready. For the past 18 weeks, you woke up very early, spent long days at the Rock, and came home late. When you got home, there was dinner on the table, but there was also homework, laundry, and other tasks you needed to complete. So without the support from your family and friends, it is very difficult. And those people are here today to support you once again. So please don't forget to thank them. You will also experience this support system from your firehouse. In your new firehouse, which you visited yesterday, you will immediately become part of a team. And you are also a big part of our FDNY family. In the FDNY, we like to emphasize teamwork and trust, training and tradition. Teamwork is instilled in all of us from day one when we enter the Fire Academy. There is teamwork within your squad, and this teamwork continues in the firehouse and onto the fire ground. And as firefighters, we are wired to trust one another. And a lack of trust can disrupt the entire team. Without trust, our mission fails. And in the FDNY, we receive some of the greatest training in the world. You just received some of this training. We never stop. We train every day and almost always revert back to the basics. So please concentrate on the basics. Our firefighters and our officers are a wealth of knowledge. You will learn something new every day on this job. So watch, listen, and learn. Listen is the big one. And our great FDNY traditions encompass all three of these: teamwork, training, and trust. I would like to once again congratulate all of you on this tremendous accomplishment. May God bless you. May God continue to bless the FDNY. And God bless America. Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you very much, Chief Woods. I will now invite the valedictorian, probationary firefighter Christopher Rogers, to step forward and give his remarks.
Good morning, class. Good morning, Bobby. Good morning, Commissioner Bonsignor, Chief of Department Esposito, other distinguished members of the dais, instructors, family, friends, and fellow probationary firefighters. Thank you for being here today to celebrate the first probationary firefighter class of 2026. I would first like to acknowledge what a privilege and honor it is to be standing up here today representing the 235 men and women graduating here today. Every probie sitting here today has had somebody who supported them and made these last 18 weeks possible. For that, I think I could speak for all of us by saying thank you. When we first walked through the gates of the Rock 18 weeks ago, a lot of us were extremely excited, nervous, and did not know what to expect. Many of us on day one were concerned about the big things like learning the skills and how to be a firefighter, or what company we will be assigned to. What we learned instead was that becoming a firefighter starts with the small things. It starts by showing up on time, having the correct uniform on, having what you need for the day, and having a good attitude. It starts with making sure your gear is on correctly, every button done and strap secured before somebody has to tell you. The small, seemingly insignificant details early on in probie school eventually showed us how important it is to get the little things right, as the standards we hold ourselves to today are the standards we rely on when a frantic caller reports their loved one is trapped inside of a burning building. From day one of the Fire Academy, we are split up into squads, and the main theme of teamwork is driven home to every single probie. Whether it's filling up a water jug in the morning or searching in Building 12, everything is done as a team. We were taught that there are no individuals on this job, that no matter how well an individual performs, this job will always be about the team. On that note, I would like to formally thank all the instructors who have ingrained these values in each and every one of us. Starting with our drill instructors, the role of a drill instructor is one of the most important in developing a firefighter who is prepared for the field. Every day, you demanded attention to detail and held us accountable for every and any action we took on the Rock. Something I personally loved is how we were very clearly informed that the bar is set high and this job does not get any easier. What most people don't see are the long hours each of you dedicate to this academy. You were here before we arrived each morning and remained long after we left, ensuring that the FDNY continues to produce firefighters who are disciplined and professional. You led by example every single day, demonstrating a level of integrity, professionalism, and commitment that was impossible not to admire. That dedication did not go unnoticed, and it speaks volumes about your commitment to this job and every single probie sitting here today. Drill instructors Lee, Lanzacera, Intriago, Waite, Zarella, Aracena, and senior drill instructor Thomas, once again, thank you. To our team instructors, thank you for teaching us the fundamental principles of firefighting. We had the privilege of learning from firefighters and officers whose academy is second to none, and officers whose experience is unmatched. There is no doubt that the training at the New York City Fire Academy is second to none, and it starts with the instructors. Whether it was stretching a hand line into a dwelling, forcing a door, searching, or setting up the life-saving rope, you taught us the correct way to do things. Every instructor brought a different perspective or experience, but one thing in common was the undeniable passion for this job. Through your guidance, each of us gained something different, whether it was a tip on how to set a Halligan, a lesson learned from when you were a probie, or a piece of advice that will one day keep us alive. For that, we offer extreme gratitude for passing on your knowledge and preparing us to carry on the proud tradition of the FDNY. There are a few people I would like to recognize at this graduation who have allowed me to be standing here today. I'd like to thank my parents who have supported me my entire life and showed me the blueprint on what it means to work hard. My father, Noel, and my mother, Laura, raising 3 kids in a faith-based home, constantly putting us above themselves and telling us that all things are possible if you believe. For that, I say thank you. To my sister, Victoria, you've been nothing short of a mentor to me, always teaching me new ways to study or retain information better. I credit speaking today to your unwavering support throughout the Fire Academy. To my brother Mike, and also my best friend, watching you go through Proby School 10 years ago and still absolutely loving this job solidified my decision on what I wanted to do with my life. I still remember waking up Saturday mornings hearing, "Chris, come here for a second." Somehow that second always ended up with me tied up while you practice your knots. I thought I was helping him pass the academy. It turns out I was just free training equipment. Thank you for always being there for me. Whether it was getting dinner on Saturdays, just you and me, or getting a phone call from you every day after the academy asking what drills we did that day. Each and every time, ending the phone call by reminding me what a privilege it is to be a New York City firefighter. To my good friend Josh, you and I share a special friendship and a true love for this job. I want to publicly thank you for your guidance and constant motivation to reach this life goal. And to the best squad of the Rock, Squad 823. 19 Probies who are extremely motivated and made this academy great. 18 weeks ago, we were complete strangers, but today we are a group with an inseparable bond. Most importantly, I think we all learned why we were here today. We were assigned on an index card to write your ethos or reason why you want to be a New York City firefighter. Many of us had written down the same thing, how at a young age we knew right away exactly what we wanted to do. I truly believe that this job is a calling, and we have the winning lottery ticket. We are the most fortunate people in the world. We're not here today because this job is easy, but because someone, somewhere, is going to have the worst day of their life calling 911 for an emergency. When that happens, they will not care about your class ranking, what your grades were, and they won't even know your name. They will, however, know that you showed up, were aggressive, and that you were able to do your job. As I conclude this speech, I would like to leave you with a quote. This is the final graduating class before the 25th anniversary of September 11, 2001. Written at the Fire Academy, made from steel recovered from that day, are the words, "From those who gave in the past to those who will continue to give in the future, be proud, be brave, be strong, but most of all, be prepared. May God bless America, and may God always bless the FDNY. Thank you."
Thank you, Probationary Firefighter Christopher Rogers. We will now begin with a procession of graduates. Will Commissioner Bonsignore and Chief Esposito please step forward? Graduates, as I call your name, please proceed towards the center of the stage for a photo. We will begin with the valedictorian, Probationary Firefighter Christopher Rogers. Next, the salutatorian, Probationary Firefighter Andrew Octera. And the Physical Fitness Award winner, Probationary Firefighter Angel Diaz. Probationary firefighter Dominic Abriano. Probationary firefighter Matthew Adams. Probationary firefighter Akram Al-Bali. Probationary firefighter Jose R.C. II. Probationary firefighter Brian Arias. Probationary firefighter Valerio Augusti. Probationary firefighter Amina Aziz. Probationary firefighter Jason Bador. Probationary firefighter Thomas Baldrian. Probationary firefighter Lance Bobian. Probationary firefighter Brandon Beck. Probationary firefighter Elvis Bellin. Probationary firefighter Justin Bellamy. Probationary firefighter Matthew Bergstuhl. Probationary firefighter Justin Bezignano. Probationary firefighter Matthew Bulgor. Congratulations, Matt. Probationary firefighter Patrick Bizarro. Probationary firefighter Amber Black. Probationary firefighter Brendan Blake. Probationary firefighter Joel Blanco. Probationary firefighter Kyle Bodnar. Probationary firefighter Isaac Bowden. Probationary firefighter Austin Badorian. Probationary firefighter Michael Bonilla. Probationary firefighter Pedro Bonina. Probationary firefighter Anthony Botalico. Probationary Firefighter John Boratoglu. Probationary Firefighter Brett Boyle. Probationary Firefighter Brian Bradbury. Probationary Firefighter Jaden Briette. Probationary Firefighter Brandon Breckman. Probationary Firefighter Jaden Brown. Probationary Firefighter Christopher Burke. Probationary Firefighter Stephen Burke. Probationary Firefighter Joseph Kaba. Probationary Firefighter John Cabezas. Probationary Firefighter Cody Cabrera. Probationary Firefighter Brandon Camacho. Probationary Firefighter Rex Kambisaka. Probationary Firefighter Nicholas Campanella. Probationary Firefighter Matthew Candelaria. Probationary Firefighter Donato Cangro. Probationary Firefighter John Casey. Probationary Firefighter Henry Castillo. Probationary Firefighter Michael Kavanaugh. Probationary Firefighter Daryl Seppin. Probationary Firefighter Kevin Chu. Probationary Firefighter Charles Sini. Probationary Firefighter George Clark III. Probationary Firefighter Leroy Clark. Probationary Firefighter Maxwell Clements. Probationary Firefighter Stephen Compatello, Jr. Probationary Firefighter Francisco Cornea. Probationary Firefighter Matthew Corrigan. Probationary Firefighter Justin Castellito. Probationary Firefighter Connor Costello. Probationary Firefighter Jamel Crawford. Probationary Firefighter Molly Cross. Probationary Firefighter Christopher Kwanka. Probationary Firefighter Matthew Cuccio. What's going on, John? Congratulations. Probationary Firefighter John Curley, Jr. Congrats, John. Probationary Firefighter Joseph Catullo. Probationary Firefighter Jose Del Leon Pichardo. Probationary Firefighter Louis DeSantis. Probationary Firefighter Carlos De Jesus. Correction, De Jesus. Probationary Firefighter Christian Delicio. Probationary Firefighter Brianna Dennis. Congratulations, Bree. Probationary Firefighter Calvin Despinos. Probationary Firefighter Matthew DeVito. Probationary Firefighter Raymond DeWitt. Probationary Firefighter Anthony Diaz. Probationary Firefighter Joseph Downey. Probationary Firefighter Brandon Doyle. Probationary Firefighter John Duffy. Probationary Firefighter Brandon Fahey. Probationary Firefighter James Fasano. Probationary firefighter Scott Filipazzo. Probationary firefighter Richard Finnerty. Probationary firefighter Joseph Fischetti. Probationary firefighter Justin Flores. Probationary firefighter Austin Froelich. Probationary firefighter Jonathan Gargiso. Probationary firefighter Kyle Garabrandt. Probationary firefighter Thomas Gintoli. Probationary firefighter Patrick Ginty. Probationary firefighter Kurt Goller-Stepper. Probationary firefighter Edwin Gomez. Probationary firefighter Andrew Gonzalez. Probationary firefighter Ahia Grant. Probationary firefighter Robert Grizafi. Probationary firefighter Ryan Guerra. Probationary firefighter Alessandro Guerrero. Probationary firefighter William Haas. Probationary firefighter Kelson Haberlack. Probationary firefighter Timothy Hack. Probationary firefighter Jakai Hamilton. Probationary firefighter Evan Hegan. Probationary firefighter Jacob Heidenfelder. Probationary firefighter William Heminger. Probationary firefighter Alexander Hernandez. Probationary firefighter David Hernandez. Probationary firefighter Irvin Hernandez. Probationary firefighter Carl Herline. Probationary firefighter Karsten Holdorf. Probationary firefighter James Howard III. Probationary firefighter Chase Hudson. Probationary firefighter Hernan Ramirez. Probationary firefighter Oscar Iglesias. Probationary firefighter Sean Immel. Probationary firefighter Ryan Infante. Probationary firefighter Mark Kelly. Probationary firefighter Patrick Kelly. Probationary firefighter Michael Kiesel. Probationary firefighter Charles Cooler. Probationary firefighter Austin Kerner. Probationary firefighter Thomas Kubisa. Probationary firefighter Richard Lamb. Probationary firefighter Patrick Leach. Probationary firefighter Joshua Lee. Probationary firefighter Patrick Leonard. Probationary firefighter Cameron Lett. Probationary firefighter Patrick Loney. Probationary firefighter Ross Lynch. Probationary firefighter Martin Mahoney. Probationary firefighter Stephen Manguel. Probationary firefighter Michael Maniscalco. Probationary firefighter Jed Manina. Probationary firefighter Jorge Marin. Probationary firefighter Daniel Martinez. Probationary firefighter Peter Massimillo. Probationary firefighter Jeffrey Matthews Jr. Probationary firefighter Jackson Mazarios. Probationary firefighter Matthew McCarthy. Probationary firefighter Gregory McEnroe. Probationary firefighter Trevor McGettrick. Probationary firefighter Matthew McGill. Probationary firefighter James McGrade. Probationary firefighter Alexis Medina. Probationary firefighter Richard Medina. Probationary firefighter Eden Menedgard. That's old age. Probationary firefighter Michael Miller. Probationary firefighter Matthew Manahan. Probationary firefighter James Matalvo. Probationary firefighter Joseph Mora. Probationary firefighter Vincent Maury. Probationary firefighter Daquan Morris. Probationary firefighter Adish Mungro. Probationary firefighter Christian Munoz. Probationary firefighter Thomas Nicholas. Probationary firefighter Anthony Soa Ansu. Probationary firefighter Patrick O'Brien Jr. Probationary firefighter Ryan O'Kane. Probationary firefighter Michael Ortiz. Probationary firefighter Kevin O'Sullivan. Probationary firefighter Troy Owens Jr. Probationary firefighter Jennifer Pace. Probationary firefighter Robert Palmer. Probationary firefighter Michael Paris Condola. Probationary firefighter Christopher Perello. Probationary firefighter Anthony Pargan. Probationary firefighter Yahia Patel. Probationary firefighter Daniel Paz. Probationary firefighter Kevin Pearson. Probationary firefighter Francisco Peralta. Probationary firefighter Gilbert Perez. Probationary firefighter Stephen Peters. Probationary firefighter Joseph Felipas. Probationary firefighter Michael Pimentel. Probationary firefighter Anthony Portuguese. Probationary firefighter Jeremy Prieto. Probationary firefighter Christopher Puma. Probationary firefighter Jason Ralph. Probationary firefighter Anthony Randazzo. Probationary firefighter Dion Ray. Probationary firefighter John Redmond. Probationary firefighter Angel Reyes. Probationary firefighter Rodrigo Reyes. Probationary Firefighter Eugene Reynolds. Probationary Firefighter Shanique Reynolds. Probationary Firefighter Devin Riccardi. Probationary Firefighter Robert Rios. Probationary Firefighter Jermaine Rodney. Probationary Firefighter Brandon Rodriguez. Probationary Firefighter Luis Rodriguez. Probationary Firefighter Jose Almonte. Probationary Firefighter Brian Rogan. Probationary Firefighter Jeremy Rondon. Probationary Firefighter Michael Rotolo. Probationary Firefighter Xavier Rush. Probationary Firefighter Jordan Russo. Probationary Firefighter Paul Salatis III. Probationary Firefighter Miguelin Santana. Probationary Firefighter Mario Santiago III. Probationary Firefighter Calvin Santos. Probationary Firefighter Robert Shamook. Probationary Firefighter Joseph Sparta. We're almost there. Probationary Firefighter Matthew Sicharan. Probationary Firefighter Gregory Sesso. Probationary Firefighter Jonathan Silvera. Probationary Firefighter Brandon Simons. Probationary Firefighter Bhawania Singh. Probationary firefighter Elton, see you. Probationary firefighter Ryan Smith. Probationary firefighter Keith Santis. Probationary firefighter Brendan Stark. Probationary firefighter Thomas Strong III. Probationary firefighter Jason Suarez. Probationary firefighter Daniel Surratt. Probationary firefighter Kenneth Surratt. Probationary firefighter Christopher Tarsilo. Probationary firefighter Eric Tan-E Pagwe. Probationary firefighter Richard Thompson. Probationary firefighter Edward Thompson III. Probationary firefighter Nicholas Torzilelli. Probationary firefighter Dylan Tooth. Probationary firefighter Ekoli Tuvler. Probationary firefighter Milos Tzakowski. Probationary firefighter Jason Vacchio. Probationary firefighter Alexis Valerio. Probationary firefighter George Van Rossum. Probationary firefighter Barry Banterpool II. Probationary firefighter Michael Variano. Probationary firefighter Ivan Vasco. Probationary firefighter Nicholas Vazano. Probationary firefighter Brandon Viello Biscardi. Probationary Firefighter Joseph Valavka. Probationary Firefighter Matthew Warnock. Probationary Firefighter Robert Wire. Probationary Firefighter Deanna Williams. Probationary Firefighter Dana Yu. Probationary Firefighter Martin Zingowicz. Probationary Firefighter Anthony Zufante. Now, how about a big round of applause for our FDNY probationary firefighters? I will now turn the class over to drill instructor Jomo Thomas for the Fire Academy for the count on deck.
Class, on your feet. Class, what is the count on deck? Sir, the count on deck is 235. Highly motivated, truly dedicated, FDNY officer, Ali, Abu Bashir. Hoorah, hoorah, hoorah.
Yeah! Let them hear it, let them hear it, let them hear it. Let them hear it in Queens. Great job, great job. Will everyone please rise for the benediction by FDNY Chaplain, Father Fred Pellegrini.
Class, on cover.
Lord, it's time now for our new probies to leave, celebrate, and move on to their first assignment. Let the blessing from you we call down on them remind them that each run, each day's work is a seed planted in them that will bring better work and service. Be with them on every run. May they trust the officers and firefighters they work with, and let them trust that you are working within them. Remind them when they need that the investment they have made and the call they have answered is important and meaningful and inspiring. And Lord, may the moments of this graduation and this day seal in their minds and hearts the blessing you have given them as they take up the FDNY mission. Amen.
Class, recover.
Thank you, Father Pellegrini. As I make the announcements, as per order of the Chief of Department, probies, jackets on. Take your time, but do it fast. All right. For photos with the fire commissioner and chief of department, please make a line on the left side of the stage. To obtain pictures of the event, scan the QR code in the program book. I would ask all family members, friends, and colleagues, please remain at your seats to let the graduates recess. On behalf of the fire commissioner, chief of department, and other distinguished members of the dais, I want to thank everyone for joining us at today's fire probationary graduation ceremony. This concludes the ceremony. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day. And as always, you take care of each other. Thank you.